Scotty B.
It's Sports Talk with Scotty Bore.
Either you can or you don't want.
It's Sports Talk with Scotty Bore.
We go hard in the paint. Oh boy, you better bring it. Sports Talk, a conversation with Coach Scotty Bore. Either you can or you don't want. Now, here's your host, Coach Scotty Bore.
Welcome to Sports Talk. I'm Coach Scotty Bore, man. Very great story here today, man. Today we got a special guest, one of the most talented athletes in Louisiana, one of the top recruits in the country. He's a 4-star athlete from Cecilia High School. He's the number 4 athlete in the class of 2027 in the country. He's the number 1 athlete in the state of Louisiana. He's already holding major offers from schools like LSU, Ohio State, USC, just to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, let's welcome. They call him Hollywood for a reason. I told him I was going to find some stuff on him. Braylon Calais. Braylon, welcome to Sports Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Man, it's amazing to see you young men grow up right in front of my eyes because I work here. Just to watch you guys grow up, what a great feeling for me.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to dive into right quick. We know it's football. You're one of the top players in the state. But first and foremost, let's tell everybody, who's Braylon Calais? Your parents? Any siblings? Would you
Yes,
like
sir.
to share that?
I mean, I got a lot of siblings.
All right, let's talk about mom and dad.
I got a lot of siblings. Mom and dad, best parents, you can ever ask for, They're real open on anything that I do. They let me make my own decisions, you know what I'm saying? They give me advice from here and there, but they haven't let me make my own decisions, Best parents I could ever ask for, same thing with my siblings. I have to give them something to look up to, good grades, leadership, and stuff like that.
Well, man, I know the grades are great. He's an honor student, sports talk, just in case. Braylon, you're currently ranked as one of the top 10 players in Louisiana, number 4 in the nation. What does that recognition mean to you personally and for the hometown of Cecilia?
I mean, it's a lot of hard work that, I put in behind that to get to the point that I'm at right now. But, I just say, most importantly, stay humble because, everything could be going as fast as it came, you know what I'm saying? And that's the most important thing I think people don't really understand.
Man, you're right. It comes and goes very quickly. Anything, but the word humble means a lot. And I spoke to your dad before you got in here, and I was telling him how you guys handle yourselves. And I thought it was such an adult and professional manner, especially like last year with the state championship run.
Yes, sir.
I never heard any one of you guys down the hallway boasting or bragging or
Not at all.
talking the crap. So let's talk about how much last year meant to you and being here at Cecilia.
I mean, last year really meant a lot, and the year before, because the year before showed us that we had enough to get there, but losing gave us that grit and it humbled us even more. But being that we went back and won, it wasn't really like, it was exciting, but we still understood that, okay, even though we made it and we won this time, we can still make it here and lose. So let's not take this moment for granted.
That's what I mean by humble, baby. Sports talk, he's a great young man. So what more can Braylon Calais do for Cecilia High School?
I mean, at this point, anything y'all want at this point, it's nothing really I
might
can
want
do.
one more, maybe 2 more. You got 2 left.
Yes,
You got
sir.
2 left. I'll take it. You receive offers from powerhouse programs like Ohio State, LSU, USC. What are some of the key things you're looking for in a school and coaching staff during your recruiting process?
I mean, just being able to make sure that they can, develop me as a young man for the future after, college, the benefits that I can receive after college, like life after college, that's really what I'm, mostly important for.
Wow, amazing, man, amazing. How do you stay grounded and focused with all the letters you're getting, the national attention, the recruiting buzz around you? Everybody's just flocking to Braylon Calais. How do you stay grounded?
I mean, like I said all the time, it can all vanish in, blink of an eye. Most people, it's easy for them to brag and boast, but I just feel like that's not my wave,
Don't change.
Yeah.
Stay who you are, and we love you like that. Man, we do. All right, so you started here as a freshman. You're now in your junior year. Boy, time has flew by, huh?
Yeah, they say it's going to fly. I was like, nah, it's not really going to fly that fast, but it flew.
It does. I used to tell the kids, man, you blink twice, and you're a senior.
Oh yeah.
Because your freshman year, you're having fun.
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
getting used to what's going on around the school. But your junior year, you'll be like, wow, I got one more left.
One more year left.
And when that summer football starts, you'll be like, man, this year.
This is my last year.
So high school, Cecilia has been known for developing great athletes. How has playing here helped shape your game, and playing with some of the players? How did it shape your game and your mindset to the game of football?
I mean, you know, being in Cecilia it has taught me how to win and lose. You know, definitely, and you know, take on all the politics and all the hardships, all the the grit and everything else. Just
we've had Jamaican Dortez played at Tulane. We had Raymond Calais played a little bit in the at UL and played a little bit in the NFL. We had Ramsey Dardar, who played in the NFL for one of the legendary Bump Phillips. He's way before your time. But where do Braylon Calais fit in with these group of guys, in your opinion?
I mean, if you ask me personally, I say I'm on top. But that's just my opinion. But
but it's a great group of players to put your name in that category with. All these guys were excellent people. Everybody has their faults, but excellent people, great high school players, great college players. So you would want to put your name anywhere in that box with those group of guys.
Definitely.
Because they very well known.
All legends.
All legends, man.
Yes,
I was telling Daddy a second ago, I'm like, where we find them kids? We don't have no red lights in this town. We don't have no housing projects in this town. Where y'all keeping these kids at? A friend of mine said, you got a top 100 kid in Cecilia. Is that unheard of? I mean, a lot of these guys played, and is it unheard of, in your opinion, to see a top 100 kid come out of Cecilia?
I mean, in this time,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, people don't realize, I don't have the factual number, but can you imagine how many high schools there is in the United States that has a football team? So that means out of, let's say, 10,000 high schools, you're in the top 100. Man, you know how amazing that is? What kind of feeling is that? Did you ever sit down one night at home and say, wow, thank you? I know you did, thank God. Come on, share some of that with us.
I mean, it's plenty of times where I just sit there and I just think about it and I have to relapse, just to remind myself, not being too humble, but just reminding myself like who I am at times, because sometimes I can forget,
Yeah.
But mostly I just, what I'm saying.
Well, that's when the grandparents come in. That's when mom and dad say, take a step back.
Yeah.
You still right here in Cecilia right now.
Yes, sir.
Take a step back and understand what God is putting you through, because God always gives you what you can handle. And he realized that you can handle this, and we can see that. The maturity that I've watched you grown and listening to you speak is amazing. Because I always like to say this, man. I don't want to get a kid in college to be, you get my point. But no, just to watch you grow up and listen to you speak, you're an amazing young man. Let me tell you that. From me to you, you're an amazing young man. Don't change who you are.
Yes, sir.
All right? You keep that Braylon Calais. So, look, you showed a lot of ability on the football field. Multiple position, quarterback, safety, wide receiver. We might have to put you kicking one night. You probably kick it out of the stadium. But you see yourself sticking to one position in college, or would you want to continue being that all-around athlete who can impact the game anywhere? Somewhere like a Travis Hunter or somebody like that.
I mean, I would definitely love to, stay the wide receiver, because that's where I feel more comfortable and most dominant. But, if it comes down and it boils down to that, I'll be able to, just move around the field and play who I am, whoever.
What part of the game have you worked on the most this past off season, and where you feel you need to make your biggest improvement?
I'd definitely say stretch and stand loose and hip mobility.
Okay.
And agility.
All right.
Definitely.
So you mentioned you'd rather, if you had a choice, but you don't mind playing any position, you would rather play receiver.
Yeah.
You can catch them now.
Yes.
I have myself. You can catch. So what's been the biggest influence or mentor in your football journey so far? And what's the best advice that person has given to you?
I'd definitely say my dad and staying humble. That's the biggest thing. Stay humble.
Well, it's a funny story, man. I didn't know you, and I don't understand why. But I had your little brothers in my bitty basketball team. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I did not know this kid. But now, man, you can never go wrong with the parents.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I said, him and I, we spoke before you come in here, and I'll tell you this live on tape. biggest thing in your life besides God is your mom and your dad. And you make sure you keep those three close to you. Because you know them three going to always go to bat for Braylon Calais.
Yes, sir.
So, man, so as one of the leaders on the Cecilia High football team, how you embrace that leadership role both on and off the field?
I mean, it definitely can get hard at times, but just leading, like, it's just second nature to me because I feel like kind of my whole life, everybody really like looked up to me. Being the oldest, not really the oldest. I have an older sister, but being the oldest to a younger group of siblings, I just always had to lead. Lead by example.
What's some of the best advice? I see you have a little brother that's playing football. What advice has you given him so far?
Shit, working hard and make sure you keep putting that work in.
Because I know he's gonna probably want to dance in the shoes of his big brother one day. And it's not a bad person to follow or to pattern his game in. What are the goals for you this season, for yourself, for your team, as you continue to grow as one of the top players in the country?
I mean, definitely the biggest goal is to get more rings. I'm not gonna say get another ring. It's a singular, but plurally. Get more rings and just keep elevating as a group.
Man, so when the fans hear your name, Braylon Calais, what do you want them to think about? What kind of legacy you want to leave behind at Cecilia High School?
I mean, the only thing I can really say is that, Braylon Calais, he exceeded in every feature of human endeavor.
Would you want that jersey to be retired?
Definitely.
All right. You hear that, Coach Cody? We're putting you on the spot. We want to make we want to put him on the spot.
So I gotta be next to Raymond in the locker room.
All right. I interviewed Raymond, and he's a distant relative of mine. I found out, but he's a great young man.
Yeah.
And I love talking to him, just like I love talking to you, man. And this is why I do sports talk. Coach don't coach anymore, but I wanted to be a part of this, and I wanted to stick around the game. And I gotta say, man, Alfonso Williams, the one that said, "You're not going nowhere. You're not retiring," because I coached all of them.
Yeah.
So it feels good to just have you guys, watch you guys grow and become young men. So with that being said, we're going to keep going, and you kind of answered a couple of my questions. Who are some of the other role models in your life besides mom and dad? Anybody else that you might want to shout out to?
I mean, definitely a big shout out to Coach Hughes. You know what I'm saying? Full color mentality. 8th grade year, I kind of didn't really know what 707 was. Frank introduced me to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, after he seen me make this one crazy catch, it's like, he just knew I had something in me. And then after that, it's been like, history.
All right. What music do you listen to pregame?
It depends on who you playing.
Yeah. You got to get something to wind you up.
Yeah. It depends on who we play, definitely. But mostly, it's like, chill music like Bob Marley.
All right.
Stuff like that.
You
Yeah.
like a little reggae.
Just chill music.
Man, how old are you? I'm just teasing. You don't find too many kids that say, "I like Bob Marley."
Yeah. I like just to chill before the game.
Yeah. You don't want to be too hyped, and you be wasting all your energy.
Yeah.
You be like, tired.
Yeah. I got to play both ways.
You ain't play at all. So, what are some of the strengths to Braylon Calais' game?
Being able to, stay focused and control my anger.
Ooh,
I feel like that's the biggest.
You got a little bit of anger?
Oh, yeah.
On the field, though. I've never seen that side of you.
Yeah. On the field, definitely. But I feel like I can get in that moment and know how to control it.
Well, I take that back. I did see one time. But it was through football.
Yeah.
Through football, I saw you having a tough night. But the first half of our season, we played some quality programs.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you played some top-notch program. It seemed like you had a mark on your back. Like everybody wanted to tackle number 13. Even people in the stands were trying to get in on tackle.
Yeah.
But now
I seen Central had a big sign with a big red 13. I don't know if it was for me now.
Hey, my dad, listen, man, when you become that type of player, everybody either want to play with you or play against you.
Yeah.
And most of the time they want to play against you so they can say, "I told you I can hold on to this guy." So, what is your favorite memory thus far of the career here at Cecilia High School?
I mean, obviously hosting the state championship trophy, getting our rings, but mostly just, spending time with my brothers, the last moments, before everybody break away and go their all separate ways.
Man, that was a talented team. People are talking, you hear it as a sports writer, that why, where we at now, I'm like, guys, we lost some D1 players.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
got the best player in the state, but he still needs some help. But
Yeah.
this is how sport is. Once you win, they don't want you to come down off that pedal.
Yeah.
And they think it's going to be like that every year. But how has you kept yourself mindset, knowing that it's been a tough year and you got a lot of inexperienced kids? How did you keep yourself, let's say use the word grounded. How did you keep yourself grounded and keep the team together with all that being?
I mean, it just comes with a part of, maturing in life. You lose pieces, but it's always other pieces that go, that fits into place. Even if it don't fit, you got to cut it up and make it fit. You know what I'm saying? You're not always going to get the piece that you want, so you just got to make it work sometimes.
Well, that's what I say by humble, man. I'm liking you even more because you're a great kid. So, who's the best player you ever played with or against?
I say this.
All right, that's the person
That's
you
a
played
crazy
with.
movement.
Yeah, he was something else. I can't say that.
Crazy movement.
Man, I had to ask him. I said, "You had knee surgery."
Yeah, that too.
And you come back like Superman. I want to know because I got 2 bad knees right now. The man come back like Superman, Dad. I want to know who the doctor was. All right, he come back not afraid, but no, he's one of the most talented kids you play with.
Yeah.
And who you played against? Maybe somebody that was on the defensive side of the ball. Or just say yourself, bro.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just say yourself. So how old you were when you fell in love with the game of football? When you decided, man, this is for me.
I know my dad got like an old picture on the shoulder, like some shoulder pads in my hand, so it had to be way before that. I see. Probably the day I dropped.
All right. All right. Hey, you know what? That means you was born to play this game. You know, I say this too. They got two types of athletes: people that were born to play, and people that learn
to play. Yeah.
Right. Like I was born to play basketball. You didn't know that, but I was born to play basketball. For a little person like me, but I did what you did. I started playing when I was 5, 6 years old in the house.
Yes, sir.
Every day, mimicking other guys, mimicking some of the guys from the neighborhood that was going to college. I'm like, wow. And so let me give you this piece of advice for me. I was a young father in high school. This is why I didn't play college ball. I had the degree. I had the offers and had all that. But I'm not saying, how should I say this? Not a mistake, but I did something as a young man that you had time to wait.
Yeah.
I became a father very early. But that's why I can give you a piece of advice on making good decisions. So please take this as a father figure advice. Just do the right thing. Continue to keep God in your life, and everything gonna be fine. You got your mom and dad. So I can contest to that. Being a young kid in high school, being a dad, it was a hard job. But you know what's good for him? I married her.
Yeah.
We're still together after all those years. So that was amazing, man. So if you could do any traveling or anywhere else in the world, where would it be? Because you're about to start traveling. Yeah. You probably done been all around the United States.
Kind of, sort of. I don't know. Probably somewhere like overseas though, like somewhere I've never been before. Like
like Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai, Jamaica, somewhere like
yeah. Shout out to Jamaica though. Right now we're doing this interview. They just went through a horrific storm over the last couple of days. So shout out to the people there. If you could meet any one of your sports heroes, who would it be?
Meet like in person, like speak to?
Yeah.
I'll probably say Odell.
Oh, you like Beckham?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll probably say Odell. That's probably one of the reasons why I picked this number 2.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite sports moment as a fan, not a player?
Favorite sports moment as a fan? Let me see.
Did you like watching anybody play? Maybe somebody won the championship or something, and then your favorite moment when you was a fan?
Dang, I can't remember off the top of my head. I know I got a few moments, but I just can't remember right now.
Okay. So,
sports moment, let me see.
Can't think of it. That's all right. I got sports talk. I'm here what they call him Hollywood, baby. They call him Hollywood for a reason. If you come to a football game on a Friday night, man, it's like watching the movie. He's the best actor out there. I mean, you see him at quarterback, you see him at running back, you see him at receiver. Sometimes he might be singing the national anthem, but that's just a joke. Sports talk. But we're going to continue here. I'm here with the #1 player in the state of Louisiana next year, Mr. Braylon Calais. Braylon, thank you again for being here in Sports Talk, man. It's amazing to have just to do interviews with our kids.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
I've watched a lot of sports in my days, and you see everybody else on the outside in Acadiana getting interviewed, winning or losing. This is why I started this. I'm like, we're gonna make St. Martin Parish,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do other schools, but I want to make sure I take care of the kids around here.
Yes, sir.
So anything let's see. I got my little cheat stuff, Braylon. Something we didn't touch on. Let's talk about that. We're gonna step aside from football. I hear you doing a little clothing line. I told you I did my research.
Yeah.
This is what sports writers do. You want to share it, or you want to?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's tell them what you're doing, what's the name of it, and where can we find it?
Definitely you can find it on the website, Get Money Often, all together, no spaces. And it's a clothing brand that me and my brother made, 7th grade. Me and Derek Ross.
Oh, wow.
We started it in class. We just thought about it. He came up with he had the name already, and I was just like, we should make that a clothing brand or something. And then we just started like coming up with shirt designs, and like ever since then, we just all the pieces fell together, and then now we're just elaborating on it.
Well, man, once again, tell them where they can find it, what website they can go to, and take a look at it, guys.
Yes, sir. Get Money Often, all together, no spaces on Safari or Google, wherever you want to look at it.
All right. If not, contact Braylon or his brother Derek. They can help you guys out with anything. So we gonna continue. Anything that you want to talk about, the Sports Talk fan that I had left out. Anything about Braylon Calais that you would like to share that I didn't touch on?
I mean, I be streaming a little bit. That's on my free time. Streaming like video games. Just Call of Duty, NCAA, 2K, stuff like that on my free time.
Now let's tell them what's the GPA.
3.4.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's why I wanted you to mention that. Good student, man. Most of the time you hear kids is always, I'm 1 point away.
Yeah.
I lost the game by 1 point.
Yeah.
But it don't count. But you got 2 little brothers here. You want to introduce your little brothers?
Yeah, man.
Come on, guys. We're going to bring y'all in. Come on. Then we're going to bring Dad in. Look, we're going to bring the little brothers here. Put one over here by you. I'll put one right here. Come on, right here. Look, we can sit right here where y'all can make sure y'all get y'all face in the camera. All right. As the sibling of Braylon Calais, Braylon's going to introduce his brothers. Go ahead, Braylon.
Here you go. Hunter Calais and Billy Morton right here to my left. You can go, my boy.
All right, y'all want to talk? What if you want to give your brother some advice, what would you tell him? Oh, Friday night is a football game. What would you say to him before the game starts?
Good luck.
Louder.
Good luck.
All right. What advice would you give him? Give him the microphone. What advice would you give him? It's Friday night. He's about to play one of the biggest games of his life. What would you tell him?
Make sure you get a tackle.
All right. I can see somebody's been watching football with their brother. Man, so we got some more colleagues that's going to be coming through Cecilia. Stay tuned. All right, give it back to your brother. So, brother, man, it's just a wonderful, wonderful story I wanted to get out. And I want you to come back because we got a lot more to talk about.
Yes, sir.
And I want to continue to follow you through the year and next year and so forth. As long as the good Lord keep me here and keep me moving, I'm going to continue to do sports talk. I want to shout out to my guy, Perry Stewart. He's my video guy. So if it seems a little whack, Coach had to do it on his own. He's on the crew. So we're going to bring Dad in. Come on in there, Dad. And just come on, stand up right here behind us. And so forth. So introduce yourself, Dad. Excuse me, young man. Just get up on it. There you go. And tell everybody who you are.
How y'all doing? I'm Braylon Calais, class of 2007, Cecilia alumni.
Yeah.
So how gratifying is that to watch your son come to the high school you graduated? You graduated here, right? You just said that.
Yes,
To come back to the high school and make a name for himself. How big is that? How gratifying?
it's a dream come true. My dad, Dalton Senegal, rest in peace, was a legend at this school. I was at Acadiana my freshman and sophomore year. He said, son, I would love for you to come here and play football. I'm like, Daddy, we got a good team at Acadiana. He's like, son, do it for me. Coach Martin and him graduated together.
Wow.
So I came in 2006. Acadiana won the championship. I was here. I said, Daddy, so I could have had a championship. He said, son, he said, don't worry, it's all paying out. I said, all right, Dad. Had the best time. My son won the championship last year.
That's it.
God don't sleep.
That's it.
God
That
don't
was
sleep.
that ring was for both of you guys,
It
man.
was set
Yes,
up
sir.
for both of them.
So how are you guys handling it? I know listen, I've been in sports a long time. Phone calls, knocking on the door, letters in the mail, people stopping you at the store. How are you guys handling all this?
It's just Braylon, you ain't gonna find a harder worker. Neighbor next door, Mr. Shag, would complain, hey, tell Bray slow down. He tearing up the yard. He doesn't stop. So when the things started happening, I saw it. I coached Braylon his third and fourth grade year. I've been coaching CYFL for 12 years now. He doesn't stop. Even if he think he's good enough, in his mind, he's not good enough. So the hard work he put in is just God saying, look, this is what you get out of it, the fruits of your labor.
Right.
And it's just to see it coming now is just a blessing. There's no other word.
It is. But you know, that's what pros are made of. Hard work. Because you know, a pro, you're your own company. People ain't told you that yet. It's like having a warehouse, right?
Yes, sir.
If the windows are bust, your product can go bad, right?
Mhm.
So if you're not in shape, your product is gonna go bad.
Yes,
So you
sir.
have to keep the building intact. Your building is your body, and that's your company right there. So remember that. So Dad, let's tell the fans at Sports Talk something about Braylon we don't know. Something funny.
Let me tell y'all something about Braylon. You're from Cecilia. You trash go out on Wednesday. He could make 10 touchdowns a game, 20 tackles. He would not tackle one of them trash cans. That's his job at home, y'all. So if that's what y'all want to know about him, he'll do anything else for you. Yo, you need an errand ran, you need a help with the kids, he gonna do it. He ain't pulling out the trash.
He's not a germophobic. You're a germophobic?
There's no brother taking that.
Well, that was cute. That was cute. Well, man, I want to thank y'all for doing this for me, man. I know you know who I am, and Braylon, man, your son is a heart of gold, man. We stand right here every day doing the interchanging of class, and there's not one time if he don't pass that way, he don't reach out unless he's talking. Everybody got his attention. So, I mean, in the school nurse we loves him to death. I hear his name through her all the time. She got a nickname, but we ain't gonna tell her the nickname. We gonna say that when the time comes.
All right, cool.
Right, you know. But we want y'all to come back. We want, and then when you decide to make that decision, we want to be there. If that's
Yes,
okay
sir.
with y'all, I know it's gonna be a lot of people there, but we want to be there too. And
Yes,
if
sir.
not, we can do it on mine, and then we let them come to me. But no, we want to thank you guys for being at Cecilia High School. We want to applaud you for having an outstanding young man right there. You know, he can forget about football. He's still going to be a great person. And that's what people don't realize, because the air will come out that ball sooner or later.
Yes, sir.
You know, anything we want to touch on before I go?
Like we touched on everything, so far.
Right.
Yeah.
Dad?
I want to thank you for what you're doing. Like you said, St. Martin Parish. There's a lot of kids that get overlooked. And I feel like he's going to be the gateway for some amazing players. And what you're doing is you're exposing it. And I've been knowing you for years. You always put the people first.
Thank you, man.
You always make sure you develop athletes.
Thank you.
So thank you for what you're doing.
I appreciate that. I really do. 'Cause I don't hear it that often, so I want to say thank you. Thank you. But no, man, it's just being around you guys makes me live, believe it or not, because I lived through sports. I was a junkie for sports. I mean, I played basketball all day long. So continue to stay humble, continue to keep God first, continue to keep that circle of the family around you, and everything's going to work out just fine.
Yes, sir.
All right, hold on. We're going to say, hey, man, listen, whether it's he's making plays on both sides of the ball or setting the tone for his teammates, Braylon Calais continue to prove why he's one of the most exciting young athletes in the nation. His combination of talent, humility, and work ethics make him not just a rising star, but a leader built for greatness. No matter what his college decision he's going to make, one thing for sure, the name Braylon Calais will always be remembered at Cecilia High School. Thank you, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right, my friend. Appreciate it. All right, guys, let's say one time. We're on Sports Talk. Loud. We're on Sports Talk. Sports Talk. All right. Thank you, guys.
Scotty B.
It's Sports Talk with Scotty Bore.
Either you can or you don't want.
It's Sports Talk with Scotty Bore.
We go hard in the paint. Oh boy, you better bring it. Sports Talk, conversation with Coach Scotty Bore. Either you can't or you don't want.